Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kevin Zellman here for your voice recap of week 1, day 1 of the battle rounds on The Voice. So I have my Team Adam video up already. We are now at Team Blake. He had two battle performances, I should say, on Monday's episode of The Voice. And we're going to start with Tyler Dickerson versus Zach Seba. This was a good one. They sang "I'm Gonna Be Somebody," and Blake actually, like when they were doing all of the rehearsing and all of that, Blake was with Brad Paisley, and Blake told Zach that he has to listen to really what this song is about in order to connect with the song better. Because when you are performing on stage, you have to connect with the song because the audience wants to see that you care and that you want to be singing. It's not like you're just singing up there just because you have nothing else to do today, you know? So like even like with this stuff, like I care about The Voice. I love The Voice, so that's why I want to talk about it. But if I was going to talk to you guys about like math, you wouldn't feel any connection. It'd be boring. You turn it off because I don't know anything. I'm not passionate about it. This is what I'm passionate about. So it goes the same thing for when you're singing a song. So we're Tyler Dickerson versus Zach Seba. Zach ended up winning, which I was a little surprised about. I loved Zach more than Tyler Dickerson just because he's more of my type of music. I'm not the biggest country fan, but Tyler Dickerson, he also has a lot of experience behind him. When he was about 15 or 16, he was signed to a record deal and he was being able to tour with huge country acts. So he has all of this experience, and Blake actually told him to make sure he's not sitting there acting like he's already done this before, because that could hinder him in the competition. Unfortunately, the coaches did say they kind of felt that from him, and they didn't feel that as much from Zach Seba. But, so we were on the conference call with Zach, and he was telling us that he was saying how it was really intimidating to go up against Tyler because he's established, but not like a Blake Shelton established. He knows his sound, he knows what to do, he's been touring for a while, but it was great to hear what he had to say about working with Tyler and Tyler working with Zach. He was thankful for the opportunity to go against Tyler because it made him push himself more because he knew what he was competing against. He said that Blake and Brad Paisley, they both had a lot of faith in him, and that the message of this song, it really helped him deliver his performance because there's, as I was saying, you need to connect. You need to connect to the song, and Zach felt like he ended up connecting, and that's why, well, he's not saying this is why, but I think this is why Blake chose him to move forward, just because of that connection. It made him seem more confident in the song. If you guys watched the performance, tweet me at Kevin Zellman. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree or disagree with me on this. If Tyler is more connected or if Zach was more connected. I really want to hear from you guys. So anyway, so back to the battle. He was saying that, like, when you're at The Voice, you're surrounded by so many veterans of music. Not only, like, the 4 coaches, but now these advisors. Who knows who you're going to walk into on set when there's guest performances. There's so many opportunities to get insight and build your network and take in as much as possible from this competition, because it is such a huge platform for these artists these days. And that he was saying that he's learned so much from them, from everything that they've been trying to say or tell him, and just the opportunities. Because you think, like, once you're on, this is Team Blake, so once you're on Blake Shelton's team, you don't talk to Adam, Gwen, or Pharrell anymore. But he says you get to talk to the other coaches. They give you their feedback not only during the show, but also, like, away from the show. So you get a full-rounded experience, and I think that's really what the show is about, you know? I really love that he said that, because I didn't even know that was a thing. So that was great to hear. So next, this was actually the last battle of the night. It was Barrett Baber versus Dustin Christensen. They sang Walkin' in Memphis, excuse me, and Barrett, he's up there and he's singing the song in front of Blake and Brad Paisley, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him, and he's just like one of those guys where you can just like see it happening for him. You can tell how bad he wants it, how hard he's worked for it, and just like he's going to be at the CMAs one day winning awards and doing all this. He has everything. He's a good-looking guy. He has a great personality. He has a great voice. He has the talent. he really has the whole package. I am a big Barrett Baber fan. So in this battle, it was, I mean, extremely and not intense. It was like you didn't know who to root for, because even though they're both country, Dustin, he's not as twangy as Barrett is. So that was the big difference for me. And as I said, I'm not the biggest country fan, but I did prefer Barrett over Dustin just because his presence, I thought, was better overall. Barrett, he ended up winning the battle, which I was excited about, and Dustin, was about to like say his goodbye speech. Adam presses his button. Adam is ready to steal him. Then Gwen presses her button and she's ready to steal him also. So now Dustin is back there thinking like, great, so I'm now back to square one. Who am I going to pick again? I'm between Adam Levine and Gwen Stefani after I was just on Blake Shelton's team. So you're getting so much advice from these people now if you're stolen and all of that, you know? On the conference call, Dustin was asked what it was like to have Adam use his steal on him, because each artist only has 2 steals during the battle rounds. And Dustin was saying that it's so great to have anyone steal, to be honest. Like, he says this is gonna sound cheesy, but as long as you're on a team, you're happy. But so he was very excited that Adam chose to take Dustin on his team. And he was saying that he and Barrett, they just wanted to make their battle the best that it can be. Again, they were another group that said they want their battle to be more of a duet rather than battling and like duking it out with each other. Barrett, he was saying that he's noticed that vocally he's at a new place as far as his ability and what he's capable of. And he's done some other performances back at home between tapings of blinds to lives, and then from blinds to battles, and then from battles to what we're going to see in a few weeks on the knockouts. He's gone home and done a few performances, and he's just seen a big like growth spurt, I should say, in his music ability, whether it's the stage presence, his personality, how he sings it, what he needs to like focus on when he's rehearsing, stuff like that. But he was saying that Blake didn't actually give him a lot of coaching on the personality or stage presence. It just kind of comes with practice. But he was saying that he's also always been one of those people, this is Barrett, he's always been one of those people where he gets on stage, there's a switch, it just turns on and he's like ready to go. And I'm kind of actually the same way. I feel how that is possible. But he was saying that Blake didn't really give him that much because he basically had it all, you know? I really think he did have everything that he really needed to. And then he was asked about working with Brad, and he was saying that, first of all, it was an honor to be the presence of Brad because he's basically country music royalty. He's huge. And he's admired him forever, but he couldn't have treated him better. He was saying Brad could have been going there acting like this is a job. He didn't really want to do this. He didn't really care about these up-and-coming artists. But in fact, it's the complete opposite. He wanted to be there. He wanted to help all of these up-and-coming artists on the show. And he gave such insightful advice to everyone that it really helped them with their battle performance. So yeah, so Team Blake, we know that Barrett is on his team and Zach Seabaugh is on his team. And Dustin Christensen is now Team Adam. And really quickly before I end this, he was saying that after he saw that Adam pressed his button, he kind of blacked out, then noticed that Gwen pressed her button for him too, and that he doesn't even remember choosing Adam. Adam just came out of his mouth, and when he went to go and hug Gwen saying thank you, he whispered to her saying, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I thought that was really funny. That was a really cute moment for the artist because you see how much they want that. That's what I really like. Alright guys, so make sure you go ahead and watch my Team Adam, my Team Gwen, Team Pharrell. I'm going to be posting a lot more throughout the season about the battle rounds. This is my favorite round, so I'm super stoked about it. Make sure you guys keep tuning in. Thanks for watching.